Okay बच्चा लोग, so as the name suggests dynamics, what is dynamics? What is the meaning of dynamics? जल्दी बताओ. What is the meaning of dynamics? We have studied kinematics, right? हमने क्या पढ़ा? Kinematics. So kinematics में क्या पढ़ा हम लोगों ने? We studied study of motion without considering the cause of it. So what we are going to study in dynamics बच्चा लोग, can you guess? Guys, अच्छा, you guys are messaging me on the host account. Okay. So I can't see that. Wait. Sorry guys, I think I didn't made. Okay, so you have messaged already. ठीक है, बढ़िया. All right, let me make myself co-host. Done. Now I can see your messages. All right, thank you बच्चा लोग. So you've already given the answer for that. So in dynamics we'll study the cause of motion. All right. So लिख लेते हैं फिर. ये क्या हो गया? इतना मोटा क्यों भाई? Okay. Yes, study of motion of bodies under action of forces. You can say that, no issues. So study of motion with cause, or you can say that study of considering the cause of it. Tell me guys, what are the parameters which will cause a motion? Cause of motion होता क्या क्या है? जल्दी बताओ. What are the causes of motion? क्या होता है? जल्दी बताओ. Force, right? So we'll study about force here. हम क्या पढ़ेंगे? Force. अच्छा, since we are talking about dynamics, that doesn't mean that we'll not talk about kinematics parameter. Since we'll talk about forces, that doesn't mean we'll only talk about forces. We'll talk about the kinematics parameters also. ठीक है? Will like questions will be asked to you, where you might be asked kinematics parameter, you might be asked the force, you might be asked the direction of force, magnitude, and all those things. So everything will be asked here. So complete, you can say, mechanics will be started from this chapter only. Okay, because you already studied kinematics. So if you know the cause, the effect can also be studied. Bolo bacha, what is force? Can you define force? Very rate of change of linear momentum causes motion, sir. How will you change the linear momentum, bacha? Momentum is nothing but mass into velocity. How will you change the momentum? By applying force, right? So guys, tell me, what is force? Define force. Bacha log, define force. Ma? No. Force is not equal to ma. Never. You guys have some misconceptions. Guys, come on, please respond. What is force? Define force. Simple example, simple definition. Yes, it is nothing but push or pull. Simple. A push or pull which will bring change in state of position, as Tanmay is saying, or which will change the motion or tend to change the motion, or you can say which will change the state of motion or tends to change the state of motion, or which will deform the shape or size of an object. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? Fifth chapter बच्चा, fifth chapter. So force क्या बच्चा? Push or pull. Let me write it properly. Which will change the state of motion or tends to change it. What is the meaning of tends to change it, bacha log? Can you tell me the meaning of this? What is the meaning of tends to change it? Yeah, you can get that as laws of motion also. Below bacha log. What is the meaning of tends to change? Yeah, it tries to do that. So there will be tendency to change the state of motion. All right. but it might not change actually. Okay, so force will be applied, but there will not be any change in the state of motion. Acha, what is state of motion, guys? What is the meaning of state of motion? What is the meaning of state of motion? Like whether it is whether it is at rest or it is moving. State means what? Condition. So whether it is moving or not, whether it is moving with uniform motion, whether it is moving with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, everything. State means the condition. So push or pull, which will change the state of motion or tends to change it, or deforms an object, changing shape and size of it. So sometimes you'll find that while applying a force, body has not undergone any motion, but it has changed the shape of it, or it has changed the size of it. So that is also force. So in standard 8 or 9th, you must have studied definition of force as push or pull. Any push or pull can be assumed as a force. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, चलिए. So you can consider this as the basic definition of force. All right. So now we'll study what are the types of forces. Types of forces. Guys, can you give me the types of forces? Can you name some of the forces? Guys, come on, please respond and please be participative in this chapter. So 4 fundamental, Kirtan is saying 4 fundamental forces. What are those, bacha? Kirtan, what are those 4 fundamental forces? Gravitational force. Come on, guys, please answer. Jhansi is saying contact and non-contact. Very good. Guys, please answer. What are the types of forces that you know? Name any of the forces that you know. Kirtan is saying electromagnetic force, Tanmay electrostatic force, frictional force. Okay. Shreya is saying frictional force. Gaurav, frictional force. Shreyas is saying gravitational, electromagnetic, strong and weak force. Okay. Magnetic force, centripetal force. Centripetal is not a type of force, Karthik. It is thoda sa confusing. But centrifugal is not a type of force. Okay? Centripetal is not a centrifugal, and centripetal is not a type of force. I'll teach you when I'll teach you the dynamics of circular motion. Don't worry. So weak van der Waals force, a nuclear force. So you have almost studied all those things, right? But here I'm not going to go into detail of all the forces, but here I'm going to bifurcate the forces into 2. One contact force, other one non-contact force. All right. In non-contact force, you'll study about electrostatic force, magnetic force, then nuclear force, all these forces. All right. In contact force, we'll study friction and normal. Okay? Friction and normal. And then we'll study tension also. Okay? तो ये सारी चीजें हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. So let me and I'll give you notes for this. What are the types of forces, so that it will help you to study for boards as well. Okay, बच्चों. So मैंने क्या बोला? Force को मैंने 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया. So one of them is contact force, and the other one is non-contact force. No, Tanmay, balanced and unbalanced forces are not types of forces, but they are the conditions. Okay? Or conditions of forces, whether the forces are balanced or not. Okay? They are the conditions in which forces are acting. So balanced force means net force will be 0. Unbalanced force means net force on a body is not 0. That multiple forces might act on a charge on a body, and when those multiple forces will act on a body, net force can be 0 also, can be non-zero also. When net force is non-zero, we name those forces, we name the system of force as unbalanced force. And when the net force will be 0, we say that system of force is what? A balanced force. They're not the types. Okay? Chaliye. So first let us start with किससे शुरू करूं बच्चा, किससे शुरू करूं? नॉर्मल फोर्स से शुरू करें क्या? बट बिफोर गोइंग टू स्टडी दीज फोर्सेस लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस द लॉज ऑफ मोशन. ठीक है? And Newton and the laws of motion were given by who was the guy who has given the Newton sorry who has given the laws of motion, guys? Can you give me the answer? Who is the guy who has given the laws of motion? Newton, right? So ungli mal daku, I call him ungli mal daku. Do you know the meaning of ungli mal? ungli का मतलब क्या बच्चा? Do you know Hindi? How many of you know Hindi? Four, five. Okay, more than that. देखो fingers, ungli means fingers. Kirtan, don't use that word ना, ठीक है? I'm your teacher. हाँ, ungli mal daku मतलब I am calling him daku. Daku means like you can say lutera, dacoit, ठीक है? So actually he's the guy who will actually include himself in almost all the theories. Who has given the calculus, bacha? Who has given the integral formulas? Can you guess? Who is the guy who has given the integral formulas? The formulas in integration? Newton. So from here, yeah, Leibniz was also there. From here, Newtons will come in almost all the chapters. ठीक है? In here, Newton has come. In gravitation, Newton will come. ठीक है? Universal law of gravitation, Newton दिया. ठीक है? In sound wave also Newton will come. So in almost all the subjects, all the chapters, Newton will come. Okay, yeah, biology also Newton might have come. You can't like underestimate that guy. अरे how means क्या रे? पहले के जमाने में like they were like पागल. So they can do anything. They were like all rounder. Okay, but chalo. So let me start with the Newton's laws of motion. ठीक है? Newton's laws of motion. I'll start with these laws one by one. Okay, but chalo. And we'll study some interesting facts also. Some interesting misconceptions also that most of the students and teachers have about this. चलिए, तो हम start करते हैं first law से. Can anybody tell what is the Newton's first law, बच्चा लोग? What is Newton's first law? Anybody? You have already studied this. Yeah, law of inertia, but that is not the exact law. ना? बताओ होता क्या है? What is Newton's first law? Give me the statement. Newton's first law. If net force is zero, then state of motion remains as it is. अरे तुमने पढ़ा होगा यार, like in standard 9th you must have studied this, the statement. An object, yeah, correct. So Tanmay is saying when an object is kept in rest or in motion, it will be until an external force is applied. Sachiti is saying every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's first law. Sachiti, I think तुम्हारा दिमाग अभी खराब हो गया है. जागो ग्राहक जागो. I think you are mixing those laws together. How can you mess with Newton's third law? Everybody knows Newton's third law, and I'm sure that no one have any doubt in Newton's third law. So an object remains at rest unless and until an external unbalanced force acts on it. Correct. Very good. So that is Newton's first law on it. ठीक है? क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? An object remains in the same state of motion or rest, जो भी लिखना है, unless an unbalanced force acts on it. Now, what is the meaning of this unbalanced force? That means when you are applying the force, it should not get cancelled. Net force must not become zero. Okay? There should be a net force in particular direction. If I ask you to write this law in mathematical form, in equation form, so you can write if F net is zero. समझ में आ रहा है बच्चा लोग? If F net is zero, then acceleration of center of mass will be 0. Now you will say, sir, what is center of mass? I'll teach you center of mass when I'll be teaching you rigid body dynamics. But till that point, you can consider acceleration of the particle only. Because before I reach to rigid body dynamics, I am considering bodies as particles only. Okay? Bodies as particles only. So you can consider acceleration of the particle also. But when I'm writing Newton's first law, I should be writing the exact definition, exact equation. I can't just go for acceleration of the particle. Actual definition is what? When net force on a particle on a body is 0, acceleration of the center of mass is 0. Since we are talking about a particle, so here the particle's position is nothing but the position of center of mass. So you don't have to worry about those things. Chaliye. Or reverse is also true. Or you can say, if acceleration of center of mass is 0, then you can conclude that net force on the object must be 0. So reverse is also true. ठीक है चलो. So you can consider this as the official, or this as the first law of motion, or Newton's first law. You can consider this as the Newton's first law of motion. Clear है चलो. So इस चीज को please याद रखना है. दोनों form, either it is written like this or it is written like this. This will always tell this is Newton's first law. Okay बच्चा लोग, चलिए. तो ये हो गया Newton's first law की कहानी. Now before going forward to Newton's second law, third law and fourth law, I'm going to give you actually a method. ठीक है guys? If you want to analyze, पहले ये बताओ, if you want to analyze an object, if you want to analyze the state of an object or state of motion of an object, tell me what are the parameters do you require? What will you do first? Consider there is a bus. Okay? There is a bus, or there is an object, there is a man who is moving on a road. Tell me what are the informations that should be given to you and how. बोलो बच्चा लोग, जल्दी से बताओ. If you need to analyze the bus which is moving on the road, ठीक है? Tell me what are the information that must be given to you and how. Or if you want to analyze, if you want to get the information, yeah, what are the forces acting on it, right? What are the forces acting on it? Can I say and which kind of road the bus is moving, whether the bus is moving on a frictionless surface or friction surface? Correct. What are the types of forces? What are the forces that are acting? All the forces acting on it. Once you know all the forces acting on it, क्या करोगे बच्चा लोग? Then you will go for the kinematics parameter effect. Okay, if this force acts on this bus, then this is how the kinematics parameter of the object will change, right? चलिए, how will you get to know what are the forces acting on a bus or acting on a particle or an object? How will you get to know? So can I say बच्चा लोग कि for, like, if I want to know what are the forces acting on it, I need to first specify a system. See, on a bus there will be multiple elements. If you're talking about bus as a whole, so bus is your system. So if you want to analyze anything, if you want to study anything, first of all you need to specify the system, right? तो पहला काम क्या रहेगा बच्चा लोग? You have to specify system. So for any dynamics problem, for any analysis, पहला काम क्या रहेगा बच्चा लोग? For any analysis in dynamics of motion or anywhere, first of all you need to, or you can say we need to, identify the system. Identify the system. Now you'll ask me, sir, what is system? You'll ask me, sir, what is system? Can you define system, bachcha log? What is system here? So system is nothing but the space or the body or the object which is under consideration, which is under observation. So you have to decide what I am actually studying, what I am actually analyzing, what I am actually considering for the analysis. ठीक है? तो system क्या है बच्चा लोग? It is nothing but this space or an object, कुछ भी है, आप उसको object के रूप में ले सकते हो, space के रूप में ले सकते हो, which is under observation. Guys, you will get to know the exact significance of this identifying a system when I'll teach you Newton's third law. ठीक है? Once I'll teach you Newton's third law, na, there are so many cases where you get to know the significance of system. Why do we need to specify the system? If you don't specify the system properly, if you don't actually identify and rename it and actually take care of the system properly, the whole observation, the whole analysis will be gone. ठीक है? So पहले क्या करना है? You have to analyze, you have to identify which is our system. What is the space or object which has to be observed. चलिए, once you identify the system, फिर दूसरा पार्ट क्या रहेगा बच्चा लोग? Isolate it. In your mind, on your paper, isolate it. ठीक है? Isolate the system from the surrounding. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So draw only the system. तो क्या करना है? उस सिस्टम को आइसोलेट कर देना है. Yes, correct. Kirtan is saying, sir, most problem can be easily solved by cleverly choosing a convenient system. Correct. If you choose system A, you might get an answer within a 30 second, within 40 seconds. At the same time, if you choose system B in some of the cases, you might have to solve so many equations and all. So identifying a convenient system is very, very important in dynamics of motion. Okay? The second part क्या है बच्चा लोग? For any analysis in this chapter, first you need to identify the system. Second, you need to isolate the system from the surrounding. And then third, but most important part, indicate all the forces. Indicate all the forces. क्या बच्चा लोग? कौन सा forces? Whether the body which is there will be two types of forces that will be there. One will be the forces that this system is going to apply, and second, the forces which the system is going to experience. So which kind of force we have to explain here? Since we are going to analyze the motion of this object, this system, so can I say that we have to indicate the forces? So identify all the forces which is acting on this system. Because you can say due to all these forces only, the forces which is acting on the system is going to move. The system is going to change its kinematics parameter. So you have to identify what are the forces that are acting on the system and what are the forces that the system is applying on the others. But here, since we are talking about the system, so we have to talk about the forces which is acting on the system. Okay? Chaliye. So indicate all the forces which is acting on which are acting on the system. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? तो ये काम हो गया. If you do that, the diagram that you are going to get will be called as free body diagram. ठीक है? You identify a system, you isolate it from the surrounding, and then you indicate all the forces which is acting on the system. And when you do this, the diagram that you are going to obtain is called as free body diagram. Okay? In most of the book, this is being taught to you as a separate topic. This is actually a separate topic, but this is nothing but analysis. This is nothing but an observation. Okay? Basic observation. If you do this, you get a diagram, and that diagram will be called as free body diagram. Free ka matlab isolated from the surrounding. Draw the body and diagram, draw the forces. That's it. Okay? Chaliye. So guys, this is very, very important. You should know how to draw free body diagram. So like if I ask you to draw free body diagram, tell me what are the requirements that you need? What are the things that you need? What are the parameters? What are the variables you want to know? क्या चाहिए होगा बच्चा लोग? तो सबसे पहले तो मुझे पता होना चाहिए what are the things that are being there in this like universe, and then I should be able to identify the system. Then I should know all the forces that will act on the system. ठीक है? Then I should know all the forces that will act on the system. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So from here on, we are going to study the forces one by one, and along with that, I'll be including second law of motion also, third law of motion also. ठीक है? चलिए तो शुरू करते हैं बच्चा लोग. So based on today, like just now we have studied Newton's first law. ठीक है? So I'll use Newton's first law to get one force here. ठीक है? वो force क्या है बच्चा लोग? So if I ask you or if I give you this condition that there is a rope or there is a string, ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? Consider this is a string, and I'm saying that this string is having negligible mass. क्या है बच्चा लोग इसका? Negligible mass. But I'll not be writing this as negligible mass every time. I'll simply write this string as light string. क्या बोलेंगे बच्चा लोग इसको? If I say this, that there's a light string attached to a block, what does that mean? Like what do I want to say in that case? I want to say that you don't have to consider the mass of the string. Now you must have a question, sir, why sir? How can we say that? See, there will be conditions where you need not to consider the mass of the string. Reason क्या है? The masses of other systems will be so high as compared to the mass of the string that we can neglect for the time being. ठीक है? And analysis will be थोड़ा सा simpler if you neglect the mass of the string. ठीक है? So we are just going for the ideal cases where we can actually neglect the mass of the string. तो ये जो है बच्चा वो क्या है? String जो क्या है? Negligible mass है. Okay? अच्छा. What if I tell you about the string only, that inextensible string? What is the meaning of that? Inextensible string. बोलो बच्चा लोग, what is the meaning of this? That means length of this string will not change. ठीक है? That means length will be constant. इसका meaning क्या है? Length will be that means if you apply a force on this string, the length will not change. Is not going to change. ठीक है? If you are going to like apply a force on it, the length will remain same. So this is not an elastic. It is not an elastic. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, तो देखना है. Or you can also consider the forces that we are talking about will not be enough to actually stretch it. If you're having let's say an iron string, ठीक है? घर में लगाते हैं ना हम लोग, तो मान लो आपके पास स्टील का या आयरन का स्ट्रिंग है. If you apply थोड़ा सा force, will the length change बच्चा लोग? No, it will not change, right? So you can also consider in this way that the forces that we are applying on the string are not enough or not sufficient to stretch it. But whatever it is, the length has to be considered constant. So in questions, in conditions, it will be given to you like this: light inextensible string. That means it is said to you that you have to consider zero mass for this string, and then you have to consider it is what? Length is not going to change. So it is what? It is not an elastic one. So these are the things that you have to understand. Now, when I'm considering these cases, now imagine a condition where this is a string. This is a string I'm talking about. Now, I have applied a force. On it. Let's say this end is fixed. I have applied a force in a rightward direction. And let's say that force is F. Clear bachcha log? Tell me guys, what is the tendency of this force? Bolo bacha. What is the tendency of this force? Guys, please answer. If I fix the one end of this string, and if I apply a force F at the other end, what is the tendency of this force? What this force will try to do? Guys, I'm not getting any response in the chat. Yeah, Gaurav is saying it will try to stretch. So the tendency of this force is what? To increase the length of this string. But since we are talking about inextensible string, tell me guys whether it will extend. Bolo chalo. If I'm talking about an inextensible string, that means at this force, the length of the string will not change, right? So now I have to analyze this string. So what will I do? I will consider a system. क्या करूंगा बच्चा लोग? I will consider a system and I'll see what is going on inside it. and then I'll see what will go on, what will happen as a whole string. So everything we are going to study. So consider a small element of the string. Considering a small element of the string. ठीक है बच्चा? But right now I'm considering that element of string which is at the right end. So let me call this as point A, and this, or let me call this as point B, and this is point A. So I'm talking about BA length. किसकी बात कर रहा हूं बच्चा लोग? BA length. So that small element is, let's say, BA. Guys, tell me, what will I do here? Once I decide कि I have to analyze what is going on with a small element, छोटा सा इत्तू सा length, ठीक है? तो बोलो बच्चा, what will I do after this? Can I say now our system is fixed? I'm going to analyze this element, this छोटू सा element. So now I have to isolate it. क्या करेंगे बच्चा? I have to isolate it. How will I isolate it? So I'll say, sir, this is the BA length. I'm talking about this is the BA length. This is the system. So I have isolated it from the surrounding. And then I have actually like increased the length just so that I can understand. I can just see if I'll be drawing very chotu sa length, it will become clumsy. So you can consider, sir, I have made 2x zoom. मैंने zoom किया 2x, 4x, 5x ऐसा करके. So this is nothing but BA. At point A, there is a force which is acting towards right. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? At point A, there is a force which is acting towards right. Now, guys, tell me, if this force will act on the string, the length of the string will change. Achha. How the length of a string or how the length of an object change? First of all, let me please answer this. How length of an object will change? बोलो बच्चा लोग. What will happen internally? What will happen internally when length of an object changes? Guys, please message me on the host account because I'm getting very few answers here. Particles. What will happen to the particle, Abhishek? Yes, I can see your message. You are writing me. You're writing. Can you see my messages? Guys, tell me, what will happen internally when you are going to when the length of the object will change, will increase? Yes, Tanishq is saying, sir, the space between the particle increases. Space between the particle increases. That means whatever the distance between the particle was there, now it will increase. So the whole length will increase. So all the, consider initially these particles were at these distances. Now if you increase the length, what will happen? The distance, the particles will be at thoda zyada distance. All right, this is what going to happen. Okay. But since we are talking about inextensible string, that means the length of the particle will not change. That length of the string will not change. That means particle will not move. Can I say this, guys? The particles are not going to move, because if particle will move, then the length of the distance between them will increase or decrease. Here we are talking about an tensile force which will try to increase the length. So the particle has a tendency to move in rightward direction. But since we are talking about inextensible string, so particles at these 2 points will not move at all. ठीक है? That means, इसका मतलब क्या है? There must be one opposite force. Because right now when we look at this diagram, I can say, sir, there is only one force acting on this system. And that force is what? An unbalanced force. This is what? An unbalanced force. So because of this force, what will happen? The motion of the particle, this will gain motion, right? This particle AB element will move in rightward direction. And if this element AB will move in rightward direction, the length of the string will change. That means there must be a force which should be acting on the left direction. Guys, tell me, who will apply this leftward force? Bolo bachcha log. Who will apply this leftward force? There must be, guys, do you agree with this, that there must be a force which should act in left direction? Guys, please tell me yes or no. Guys, do you agree with this that there must be a force that should act on the left direction? Yes. Tell me, guys, who will apply that force? What is the responsible element here? B will apply. Okay. What is B here? देखो चलो, here no charge, like no, there is no any electrostatic force, there is no any magnetic force, there is no any magnetic gravitational force we are talking about. Simple सी बात है सर. This B or this AB is not going to move because of the intermolecular forces, right? Intermolecular forces. Molecules क्या है बीच में, क्या ऐसा चलो bonded रहेगा, they'll be what? Bonded. So there must be an intermolecular. ये क्या इंटर का अंदर का फोर्स है ना, internal force है. So this part of the string will apply a force on this छोटू सा part of the string. This, if I name this as C, so you can say CB part of the string will apply a leftward force on BA part. Clear है बच्चा लोग? अच्छा. And we name that internal force as tension. क्या है बच्चा लोग? We name that internal force as the tension. This is what बच्चा लोग? This is internal force. Internal force applied by the other part of the string. Other part of the string. Why the other part has applied this force? So to resist, क्या बच्चा लोग? To resist the increase in length. To resist the increase in length. All right, guys. So when a force F acts on it, at each element, at each such element, one tension will act in opposite direction. Why did I say so? Because there must be a force towards left which should balance this system, which should balance this capital F force. Otherwise, what will happen, बच्चा लोग? अगर ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा? This AB or this element will move in rightward direction, and that will cause increase in length of the string, and that is not possible. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, चलिए आगे बात करते हैं. Now, what will be the value of T then? My question to you is now, what will be the value of T then? T का क्या value होगा? So now, can I say that? So now, what I'm going to do? Now I'm going to use Newton's first law. क्या यूज करेंगे बच्चा लोग? Newton's first law. And what does Newton's first law suggest, बच्चा लोग? It suggests that if net force is zero, acceleration will be zero, or if acceleration is zero, net force must be zero. तो यहाँ क्या है बच्चा? Since acceleration is zero, because if the acceleration will be there for that particle, length will change, but since length is not going to change, so acceleration is zero. So if acceleration is zero, I can say that net force must be zero. And guys, if I ask you to find what is the net force on the object, tell me, what will be the net force of the object, net force on the object in terms of F and T? Can I say, if I consider rightward as positive direction, so net force can be written as F minus T, because both of them are acting in opposite direction, single line. I can say F minus T, and this must be equal to zero. So what is the value that you're going to get? So we'll say, chalo, T is equal to F. T is equal to F. So what is the tension here? So tension will be equal to the external force that is acting on the stem. Okay? Now there are questions. Now there's some other questions. First question is, sir, will this tension remain same at all the points? Because at this chotu sa point, at this chotu sa element, tension is equal to F. Whether if I move towards C, will tension remain same? Guys, tell me the answer. Will tension remain same at all these points? Yes, Tanishq. देखो चलो, तो let us find out whether tension will be same or different. ठीक है? So let us find out whether tension will be same at all the points. At all the points. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, तो ये हम लोग देखते हैं. होगा कि नहीं होगा. Let us derive this actually. However, I know the answer and most of you must know the answer, but you don't know how to express it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the same string. ठीक है, मेरे पास जो string है उसी को मैं use कर रहा हूं. And the string was what? CA, right? Now I'm going to consider any point P. बीच में मैंने कोई point P माना, which is at a distance of x from here. Total length is L. तो मैंने मान लो कुछ एक कोई भी an arbitrary point माना, point P. Now I'm going to analyze these two parts of the system. क्या क्या use करेंगे बच्चों लोग? I'll analyze this PA portion and then I'll analyze this CP portion. And let us find whether we are going to get the same tension at this point also, at this. See, if that same tension is here also, equal to F, then I'll say at any point, if this is at X distance, and if it is independent of this X, so I'll say, sir, if you consider P at this point or this point or this point or this point, where the tension will be same. So let us talk about AP. And guys, whenever I'll be writing like this AP and then I'll be encircling it, that means I'm talking about the free body diagram of the AP, or I'm saying AP is the system. So let us draw the AP length. ठीक है? So let us draw the AP length. ये हुआ AP. Force is acting in rightward direction. This is F. Again, this AP is not moving at all. This AP is again having, so let us say this is tension T here. So I'll say since net acceleration is 0, so again I'll say net force is 0. So again I'll say F minus T will be 0. So I'll say T will be equal to F. Or let me call this as T1. So I'll say F minus T1 is equal to 0. So T1 will be equal to F. Now let me talk about CP length. मैं बात कर रहा हूं अभी CP लेंथ की, ठीक है? ये मेरा CP लेंथ. अब बताओ बच्चों लोग, if this AP is going to experience a force in leftward direction, that means CP has applied a force on AP towards left. Guys, have you studied Newton's third law? बोलो बच्चों लोग, have you studied Newton's third law? सबने पढ़ा है? What is Newton's third law बच्चों लोग? Newton's third law suggests that every action has equal and opposite reaction. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So, this T1 is the force applied by CP on AP. So, what will happen? What will this AP do, guys? Tell me, what this AP will do? AP will also apply a force in opposite direction with equal magnitude. Isn't it, guys? Am I clear to all of you, बच्चा लोग? देखो बच्चा लोग, T1 is what? T1 is the force applied by CP length on AP. So what this AP will do? AP will बोलेगा, CP, you have not done well. You have applied a force on me. I will also apply a force on you. In which direction AP will apply a force? In opposite direction. What is the opposite direction here? Rightward. So I'll say this AP will apply a force in rightward direction. And what will be the magnitude, bachcha log? What will be the magnitude? I'll say this will be T1 only. How did I write this? CP is going to experience a force T1. So I'll say due to, or using Newton's third law. So actually you have studied Newton's third law, right? So what is Newton's third law, bachcha log? Let me write it here. Newton's third law. क्या बोलते हैं बच्चा लोग? Every action has equal and opposite reaction. All right. So because of this action on AP will react. How AP will react? By applying an equal force but in opposite direction. तो T1 लग गया. अच्छा. Now guys tell me, because of this T1, what will happen? Now what is the tendency of CP? बोलो बच्चा लोग. What is the tendency of CP here? So because of this T1 force, this CP will try to move in rightward direction. But guys, tell me whether CP will move. Whether CP will move. There are two reasons why CP will not move. First, the length, the string is what? Inextensible. Second, this CP is what? This C point is connected to a wall. This C point is what? Connected to a wall, fixed. It cannot move. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That if CP is not going to move, that means there must be one more force. In which direction that force must act, bachalo? So that it should be balanced. It should be balancing this T1. So I'll say there will be one force, one more force that should act here. And let me call this as tension T2. इसको मैंने क्या बोला? Tension T2. यहाँ पे भी tension लगे ना, internal force लगेगा, right? So the material of this wall will apply a force on the material of the string. So let us say the tension there is what? T2. तो बोलो बच्चा लोग, what will be the relation between T1 and T2 here? Come on guys, tell me. What will be the relation between T1 and T2 here? So if I again use Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion. Can I say that? Net acceleration was 0 for CP. So net force will be 0 for CP. So T1 minus T2 will be equal to 0. Achha. So now I have got that, sir, this T1 and this T1 will be equal to T2. Achha. What about tension at any of the point? Guys, when I was talking about this T1, tension at point P, guys, did we consider X value here? Did we consider X? Did X get included in the equation or in the analysis? No. Whether you consider this point P at X or L by 2 or at the middle or anywhere on this string, the same equation is going to get followed. The same equation is going to get followed. So can I say that this tension T1 does not depend on the position of the particle or the position on the string? So I'll say, as long as string is light and inextensible, tension at each point will be same. Guys, click yes if you have understood this statement, because this is the statement that you need to understand. This is the statement that you need to remember everywhere. You will never be asked to derive this. You'll never be asked to do this. Guys, click yes if you have understood this statement. That as long as, why did I include the string is light and extensible, guys? Bolo. Why did I include string is light and inextensible? Reason kya tha? Because I have started my analysis from this assumption only. That string is negligible, the string is inextensible. After that only we came to know this, that tension at all the points will be same. Alright guys, acha. But chalo, how will you decide the direction of tension? In which direction tension will act? Guys, when you will be asked to draw free body diagram, then most of you will struggle finding the direction of tension. Tell me, bacha, how will you find the direction of tension? How will you find the direction of tension? Opposite to the force direction. All right, ठीक है. देखो, always think about this. Guys, can string push somebody? Can string be used to push? Tell me yes or no. No, right? Imagine this. Tension will always be a pulling force. क्या होगा बच्चा? Push और pull में समझ में आता है ना? देखो, if you are having an object like this, if you are applying a force in this direction, this is called pull. If you're applying a force in this direction, this is called as push. Right? So हमेशा क्या लिखना है, क्या रखना है याद बच्चा लोग? So tension is always a pulling force. So if I ask you for any string, forget about the forces and all, in which direction force is acting, just forget about that. Just think about if I give you any string, मान लो ये string है. If I ask you to let me know the direction of tension, तो मैं क्या बोलूंगा? अगर यहाँ tension दिखाना है, pulling force, यहाँ tension दिखाना है, pulling force. That's all. So tension is always a pulling force. ये चीज को याद रख लो, काम कहानी खत्म. Guys, click yes if you have understood the direction of tension, because this is very, very important, guys. If you change the direction of tension, कहानी खत्म, खलास. Alright, बच्चा लोग. So tension is always what? A pulling force. And you know what is the meaning of pull force? ठीक है, उसका meaning सबको पता है. Okay, very good. चलिए. अच्छा, guys, what will happen if the mass of the string is not negligible? If the string is not light, what we need to do? तो वो सारी चीजें हम लोग बाद में पढ़ेंगे. अभी तक ले सिर्फ ये समझो, ठीक है, कि हम लाइट एंड इनएक्सटेंसिबल स्ट्रिंग में कैसे हम like how we are going to analyze it if the string is light and inextensible. Now, since we already studied Newton's third law and you already know Newton's third law, let me ask you very popular and very interesting question. एक बहुत ही पॉपुलर क्वेश्चन है और बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. इनफैक्ट दो क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा मैं. Guys, you know about horse cart, right? Everybody have seen a horse cart or everybody knows about horse cart. Guys, click yes. अरे घोड़ा गाड़ी. There'll be one horse who will be pulling the cart, right? Or two horses pulling the cart, like that. ठीक है? चल. Let me ask you a very simple question here. Consider there is a horse. Guys, I'm very weak at drawing with this iPad, so I'm not going to draw a horse. This is the horse. ठीक है? Yes, Targdatta. Consider this is the horse. All right. And this is the cart attached to it. And guys, I'm again apologizing for बहुत सा गंदा सा figure, but this is the best I can do. I don't want to waste time also while drawing, because this is not a biology class. It doesn't matter how I'm drawing these things. The only thing that matters is you should be able to understand it. Cute. Do you think this is cute? अय्यो, तुम लोग ना यार. ये मान लो कार्ट है, ठीक है बच्चा लोग, और ये जा रहा है इस उड़ गया, कार्ट तो ऊपर उठ गया, इसको नीचे लो जमीन पे. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, समझ में आया सबको कंडीशन? Guys, do you have any problem with the diagram? कराते हैं तारगता. I know what are your doubts, and that doubt will be cleared. I think most of your doubt will be cleared from this diagram also. Why system is required? My question to you is, sir, मेरा diagram आपसे खराब है. चलो देखो बच्चा लोग. My question to you is, first of all, identify the forces acting on it, acting on all the particles. Tell me. First of all, identify all the forces that are acting on horse, carts and all. पहले आप डायग्राम बना लो and then try to just indicate the forces. Pull of force. Don't tell me. Just draw it. When I'll tell you those forces, ना, just try to verify it. Because आपको लिखने में बहुत मुश्किल होगा. Guys, please draw this and indicate the forces that will act on it. ठीक है? चलो. Now I'm going to draw the diagram. Okay बच्चा लोग, I'm going to draw the diagram. Forces मैं देखता हूँ, ठीक है? देखिए, if I talk about the forces, I'm going to explain the forces in white color. देखो बच्चा, धरती माँ, ठीक है, the earth will apply force on the cart. This earth will apply force on the cart in downward direction. Earth will apply force on the horse in downward direction. ठीक है? Tell me guys, because of this force, is horse going down? Because of this force, is horse going down? No, right? Why? Why this horse is not going down because of this force? Because in vertical direction there is a force of gravity. धरती माँ का प्यार है, मोह माया है. धरती माँ ने बोला बेटा आ जा मेरे पास. Did horse go to धरती माँ, to earth, to the center of earth? Why does this horse not go to the center of the earth? Because of the ground, because of the rocks, because of the road in between the path, right? That means it has a tendency to go down, but it will not go. Why? Because there is a resistance to it. Okay? So earth has applied a force on the horse. Clear है? बच्चों लोग समझ में आया सबको? चलिए. अच्छा, what this earth will also do? देखो, so because of the tendency of the horse to go down, it will try to go down, but it will not go because there is a horse. There is a. So can I say on the ground, it will look like the horse is applying a force. So ground will apply an equal and opposite force. ऊपर की ओर. Let me call this as some force F1, some force F1. Can I say they'll be equal? Because in upward direction, they're not moving. In upward direction, they're not moving. So net force in upward direction must be 0. Guys, do you agree with this? Or just forget about this. What is the force? This is force of gravity or normal. Just forget about this. I'm just talking about this horse is not going into the surface, into the earth. This force is not going above the surface. It is moving in horizontal direction. That means in the vertical direction, net force must be 0. Newton's first law, right? So I've applied one force in upward direction, one force in downward direction. Similarly, on the cart, let's say this is F2 and upward direction, let's say there is one F2. They must be cancelling each other, right? This cart is also moving in horizontal direction. So net force in vertical direction must be 0. All right, guys, chalo. तो ये कुछ ऐसा vertical में force 0 लगा. Now, let us talk about horizontal forces. I'll say, sir, when this horse will try to move towards left, this horse will push the earth in backward direction, right? So if this horse tries to move in left, the horse will try to push the earth towards right. So earth will push the horse towards left. And this will occur at all the feet of the horse, isn't it, guys? So when you walk, what actually you do? You push the earth backward, so earth pushes you forward, and because of that you actually moves, right? तो हमने क्या बोला कि let us say the horse tries to move in leftward direction, so it will push the earth in rightward direction, so the earth will push the horse in leftward direction. So these are the forces that will act. And can I say that this is because of Newton's third law? So I'll say if this is F3, this will also be F3. So if horse is going to push earth will apply equal and opposite force on the horse, that to be in the opposite direction. So F3 will be equal to F3. The same thing will happen here as well. When it is going to move in this direction, this wheel will try to rotate like this. When this wheel will try to rotate like this wheel will push the earth in rightward direction. So earth will push the wheels in rightward direction. Let me call this as F4. Now there's one more force that will be the tension. So I'll say, sir, this horse will try to pull this cart in leftward direction. So one tension will be in this direction. But this cart will also pull the horse in rightward direction. And since they are same, because equal and opposite force will act, so if this is tension T, this will also be tension T. When this horse will pull the cart in leftward direction, cart will also pull the horse in rightward direction, and that will be there in the like tension, in the form of tension. So guys, now tell me what is the net force. Bacha log, tell me what is the net force. Guys, tell me what is the net force. Zero, 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 zero. F4 कैसे बच्चा? F4 F4 तो कैंसिल हो गया. Zero, isn't it? Net force is what? Zero. Then my question to you is, if net force is zero, give me the answer. Kirtan, I think you have got the answer actually, but that is not only with F4. You have got the answer actually. That is what I'm going to try to teach you, but that will not occur only with F4. Tell me guys, how the horse cart is changing its state of motion. Now I'm damn sure that I'll get so many interesting answers. And one of the interesting answer is because of their masses. Tanishk is saying mass of horse is more than cart, so force applied by car is not effective. Okay, this is one of the interesting answer. Vishwa has also answered because of their masses. Tanishk is saying because of the cart, due to muscular force of horse. Okay, Jhansi is saying because of the muscular force of the horse. ठीक है, और कुछ बताओ बच्चा लोग. Any other answer? Any other reason why the state of motion of the horse changing? Why the horse or cart will accelerate? Yes, Kirtan, you got the answer. Abhishek is saying horse should apply more force than cart. So Newton's third law does not valid, right? It's not valid. Abhishek, according to you, if you say horse must apply more force than cart, that means you are saying that Newton's third law is not valid here. Sneha, I didn't understand your answer. Sneha is saying because of force and mass are acting on them. I don't know. No, Krishna. No, there is no any other force that the horse can apply. There are two forces that horse can apply. One perpendicular to the ground, one and other one is what? Parallel to the ground. But Vishwa, F3 and F4, so they are getting cancelled. Muhammad Rayani is saying a reaction force is applied, is exerted by earth on the horse in forward direction. Hua na idhar. That will be cancelled by this. Meghna is saying, sir, for motion we require F3 and F4 must be greater than the opposite forces. No. So according to you, Meghna, you are again saying that Newton's third law is not valid here. The reason is very simple. Guys, we have not decided what is our system here. We have not decided what is our system here. And when we have decided what is our system here, we are not talking about the forces that are acting on the system. Here we are talking about all the forces, whether it is acting on the system or whether the forces are being applied by the system. How can you analyze a system? How can you analyze the motion of the system? How can you analyze the motion of the system when you consider the force applied by the system as well? You can analyze the motion of the system when you analyze the forces that are being acted on the system, because that system can move only because of those forces. Guys, did you understand what is wrong here in this approach? Guys, did you understand this? Why we are getting this contradiction? Reason kya hai? Reason is we are not talking about the forces that are acting on the system. Here we are talking about the forces acting on the earth as well. And was the earth part of our system? We are talking about horse cart. So only think about the forces that will act on the horse cart, not the forces which the horse cart will apply on the earth. Guys, am I clear to all of you? Click yes if you have understood this. Why there is a contradiction here? Why there is a contradiction here? Contradiction is because here we are talking about all the forces. See, मैं लिखता हूं इधर, contradiction occurs because we have considered all the forces whether they are acting on the system or they are applied by the system or they're exerted by the system on the surrounding. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, तो इस चीज का हमेशा ध्यान देना. तो नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू टू करेक्ट इट, so what will be the correct explanation? What will be the correct explanation? Guys, I have taken this example because this kind of condition will occur a lot of time. Okay? And most of you guys will do, even I'm telling you this here, that this is the incorrect approach here. What is the contradiction? What is the source of contradiction? Because we are talking about all the forces. We are mixing all the forces. And I'm giving you guarantee, guys. After a week, after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, 90% of you, more than 90% of you will do the same mistake again and again. I know this. And I'll be, you can say, the luckiest teacher in this universe if that percentage goes down to 50%. Because then also 50% of you will do the same mistake every time you're going to analyze a condition like this, because you guys are gajnis. Students are like gajnis only. Okay? So thoda sa is cheez ko dhyan dena hamesha. Okay? And make sure that you don't commit the same mistake. So let me explain it correctly. What should I do to explain it correctly to avoid the contradiction? So kya karenge bachcha log? The first step should be define the system. Bolo bachcha log, in this case, what is the system here? What do we want to do? We want to analyze the motion of the horse cart. तो हमारा क्या system होना चाहिए बच्चा? Horse cart. Correct है? तो ये हमारा system हुआ. So now after this, what should I do? We should indicate or we should represent forces acting on the horse cart. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, हम क्या बात करेंगे? We'll represent the forces acting on the horse cart. तो हम horse cart पे क्या क्या force लग रहा है? We'll talk about that only. अभी बनाते हैं same diagram horse cart का. ठीक है? Now let me draw the same diagram here, and now I'll talk about the forces that the horse cart is going to experience, but not the forces which the horse cart is going to apply. Tell me guys, what about this F1? F1 is the force applied by the earth in upward direction. That is called as normal. I'll teach you what is normal. What is this F1? This is the force applied by the center of the earth because of the gravity. So these are the forces acted on the system. F2, they are also the same. Acha. What about this TNT, bachcha log? Tell me. Can I say our system is what? Our system is horse and cart collectively. So this tension T will act as an internal forces. Okay, bachcha log, internal forces. So do I need to consider a tension here? अच्छा guys, I have a very simple question. Guys, can you accelerate yourself? बच्चा लोग, can you accelerate yourself? Guys, please answer me. Can you accelerate yourself? Vishwa is saying yes. Kaushik is saying yes. Kirtan Kamble is saying yes. Meghna is saying yes. Muhammad Riyan is saying yes. Tarak Datta yes. Everybody is saying yes. Acha, very interesting. बहुत बढ़िया. So you guys are God. You guys are Superman. You don't need anything. Guys, if I release you in space, will you be able to accelerate yourself? Nothing is there. In the near vicinity of you, nothing is there. Will you be able to accelerate yourself? Bol bachcha log. Kirtan, that is what I'm talking about. You apply force on the ground to accelerate. So when you apply force on the ground will apply a force on you, and that force will be an external force. That is not an internal force. If ground is not there, you have the ability to apply a force, but where will you apply the force? Ha, Samarth, I know you can blow that bubble gum. Why are you doing that in front of camera? Guys, are you getting my point? If I release you in space where nothing is there in the close vicinity, will you be able to come back to Earth? Will you be able to translate? Will you be able to move somewhere? Will you be able to accelerate yourself? No. Why not? You can hit yourself, but you will not move. You can hit yourself, but you will not move. Pakka. If that would have been the case, तो इधर मैं अपने शरीर पे एक मस्त फोम का इलास्टिक बॉडी पे लगाऊंगा और इधर हिट करता रहूंगा. I'll hit towards right, I'll go right. I'll hit from left, I'll go right. I'll hit from right, I'll go left. That is not going to happen. Yeah, that is not. So Vishwa is saying, sir, there is nothing to push. Why do you need something to push? Because when you have a kind of, let's say कि आपके पास एक wall है, ground है, some rigid body is there. So you apply a force on the rigid body, and in return, the rigid body applies a force on you. And because of that force, you get accelerated. Now, Karthik is saying we need Iron Man suit. There in Iron Man suit also, there is an external force that will act on you. Because of the fuel discharge, because of the flue gases, because of the combustion product. When see, उसमें क्या कुछ अंदर में कुछ लगाओगे, fuel जलेगा. So when that fuel will burn, the exhaust gases will come out of the nozzle at a very high speed. When that will come, it will actually give you a thrust. That is also an external force. All right, guys. So answer for this: can you actually accelerate yourself? No. So a body can never accelerate himself or itself. ठीक है? A body can never accelerate itself. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? That is, acceleration due to internal forces will be laddu. Guys, समझ में आया तो click yes. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the chat. Yes, Mohanish. But there also, you need something, right? Mohanish is saying, sir, if you want to move, then we should take something and throw in the opposite direction. That is very smart. That is very good. But you don't have anything with you, yeah? वो तो कुछ फेंक नहीं सकता है. ठीक है? चलिए. Guys, anything else? Did you understand this part? So internal force can never accelerate. Got my point? चलिए. So here we don't have to talk about the tension, because there will be what? Internal forces. Horse will apply a force on the cart. Cart will apply a force on the horse. There will be what? Internal forces, because system is horse and cart collectively. Right? So if you're having a box like this, here Ramu is there, Shamu is there. So both of them will be what? An internal entity. So the forces applied by Shamu and Ramu, Ramu and Shamu will be internal. In the same way, here this system is horse and cart both collectively. ठीक है? तो क्या होगी बच्चा? Horse will apply a force on cart, cart will apply a force on horse. So because of that, they'll be considered internal force. All right, बहुत बढ़िया. अच्छा, what about F3? What about these F3 guys? Tell me which one of them I should erase. Which one of them I should erase? Leftward or rightward? Yes, Kirtan, you can say that. If net force will be 0, momentum will be conserved. Yeah, you can fire a gun, but thoda mushkil hoga. Rightward. Yes, why? Because dekho, this is the force, this rightward direction. This is the force which horse has applied on the earth. ध्यान से सुनो बच्चा लोग. This F3 is the force which the horse has applied on the earth. Is earth part of the system? Guys, is earth part of our system? Illa. So do we need to explain, do we need to represent this force? Will this force be responsible for motion of the horse? No. The force acting on the earth will be responsible for the motion of the earth. The force acting on the horse will be responsible for the motion of the horse. So since F3 is the force exerted by the horse on the earth, so F3 will not take role, will not actually play any role in the motion of the horse. So I don't have to explain, I don't have to represent the force exerted by the horse, but we need to only explain the force that the horse is going to experience. ठीक है? तो ये हो गया F3. Now in F4, which force we need to actually eliminate here? बोलो बच्चा लोग, which force we need to eliminate here? Again, rightward force. Why rightward force, sir? Sir, what is dushmani with the rightward force? Reason बहुत simple है. Because the rightward force was the force exerted by the cart on the earth. So because of that rightward force, the motion of earth will be decided. This is the force which will be exerted by the earth on the cart. So this force will be responsible for the motion of the cart. So when we are talking about the motion of the cart, we should talk about the forces that will be responsible for the motion only. All right. So now tell me guys, whether we have net force 0. Yes, Tarak Datta, correct. Tell me guys, whether we have net force 0 now. No. Now there is a net force, isn't it? Now we have net force in which direction, bachcha log? We have a net force in leftward direction. And in which direction motion is going to occur? In leftward direction. So now can I say that, can I verify this? Can I justify the motion of the horse and cart? Guys, tell me. Now, can I justify the motion of horse and cart here? Guys, please click yes if you have understood the correct approach, correct explanation here. And if you have understood the contradiction that has occurred. Guys, please respond. I need your responses here. This is extremely important. And please feel free to ask as many doubts as you can. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it looks like or it appears. जो भी question आता है, पूछो Newton's laws of motion में. But guys, I request all of you to stick with the basics. These are the basics. These are the basics. All right. करना क्या? Define the system. Represent forces acting on the horse cart. Let me highlight it. ठीक है बच्चा लोग. F1, F2, they will actually in upward direction, they are not moving, right? So they'll actually get cancelled. This F2, this force is the force due to gravity. This force is force due to the earth only, normal force because of the contact. I'll let you know those forces. Don't worry. I'll teach you these things later. But for the timing, just consider these are the forces because of the earth. Okay? These are two forces that is because of the earth. This is the force because of the gravitational field. This is the force because of the contact with the earth. All right. So Vishwa has a question, sir. Cart experiences force due to pull of the horse. Correct. Very good. Bataunga Vishwa. Don't worry. So guys, now when we consider horse and cart as the system, I am expecting that everybody has understood this. Now I have a question for you. You have to consider horse as a system separately. Now I ask you to explain the motion of the horse. Second is explain the motion of the cart. So first question is, draw the free body diagram of horse. Draw the free body diagram of cart. That means now the system is horse only. Now the system is cart only. Clear है बच्चा लोग, समझ में आया सबको? So now I have a question for you, that please draw the free body diagram or force diagrams considering horse as a system, and second considering cart as a system. So this is an assignment for you. I think time ho gaya. I've already taken 5-10 minutes extra, 5 minutes extra. So guys, this will be a normal routine. In the dynamics of motion, I'll be taking pakka 5 to 7 minutes extra. You have to be ready for that. ठीक है? Otherwise, it'll take a lot of time. ये बहुत ही छोटा चैप्टर है, but it requires a lot of explanation because you guys will get a lot of doubts and all. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So guys, thank you for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a nice day. And congratulations, we are going to study the most interesting and the most important chapter of your physics subject. So guys, I request all of you to be very, very attentive in the class, and please revise every day's notes every day. Please don't miss any of the class. Even if you miss any of the class, try to complete the missed out class then and there that day only. Try to study or watch the videos of that class that only. Please don't have a kind of you can say accumulation. Okay, I'll study at the end. I'll study on Sunday. Don't do that. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Enjoy, Muddy.